Hey guys, my name is Bridger Deaton. I'm a staff shooter for the outdoor group. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to build a quick sight tape using the steel tapes that come with your CBE Elevate sight. So I've already shot at 20 yards inside. We're just going to verify it out here. We'll get our 20-yard mark it with the pencil, and then we'll go back to 50 yards and get a mark there. So let's double check our 20 real quick. A little tough with the wind, but we're still good outside. Alright, so we're still good at 20 yards. So what I always do, just as a quick thought, I always take and just make a little pencil mark lined up with your indicator there. Then we'll go ahead and move back to 50 yards and make a mark at 50 yards as well. And then we'll measure that with a caliper and use the steel tapes that come with your sight to build a sight tape for these arrows. So we're back at 50 yards. A little bit of a guessing game, but we're going to get a 50-yard mark, and then we'll do the same thing as we did at 20. We'll make a little pencil mark, and then we'll use those two ranges to select the sight tape. So that last one wasn't on the dot, but with all this wind, all I'm really worried about is our elevation, and that one was perfect height. So for now, we're going to go with that. We'll go back inside. I'm going to make a little mark, and then we'll measure that with a set of calipers. Again, this isn't, a calculated way to build a sight tape, but if you don't have, say you don't have your sight-in marks that come with your sight, or you're just short on time, this is a really quick, easy way to get a pretty accurate sight tape. But for me, I'm going to a 3D shoot tomorrow and just haven't had time to build one until right now. So, again, it's a short, quick, easy way to do it, but you get pretty good results with it as well. Alright, so this was our 20-yard arrow. I hit the dot, it's a little low, but again, with this wind, not super worried about it. At 50 yards, we were playing around with elevation, guessing where we were, but our last arrow was this one right here, and I know it broke at the top of the dot. Again, with this wind, I'm not super concerned about left and rights. That's something we can iron out on the bags when we get to the course. So we're going to go with this arrow as our 50-yard mark. We'll run inside and measure everything with a set of calipers and find the right sight tape. So we have our two marks here. Our 20 is at the top and our 50 is at the bottom. The way I like to do it, just because it helps me avoid doing math, is I'll use a set of calipers and I will match those two marks. So we've got our one on 20 there. We'll get our one lined up with 50. Perfect. And then I'll go ahead and lock the caliper. Then we've got our assorted tapes here. And you'll notice they all have different numbers. So the bigger the number on these guys, notice that one, there we go. We got 13, 7, 12, and they're two-sided. So you have 13, 14 on this one, 7 and 8 on this one, 11 and 12 on this one. The bigger the number, the slower that tape is. So that tape will work for a slower foot per second buck. So we're gonna look around until we find one that matches. We'll just line up with 20 and 50. So right there, it's hard to see on the camera, but 20 and 50 are pretty close. 50 is a little bit higher than our mark, so we need a slower tape. So this is a number 10. So let's jump up to an 11. And that one is pretty stinking close. So we are gonna go with tape number 11, looks like. Yep, awesome. So we'll remember tape number 11. We know we have the right tape. We're just gonna move our indicator so it's pointing at 20 yards. So now we're lined up at 20. So now the rest of those sight marks will all be right in line. And just as easy as that, 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes, and you can have a pretty accurate sight.